Just want to talk for a minute about one of the popular type of comments that I get on my channel that I do respond to is there's a lot of haters in the world, right? So there's a lot of people that think that they know what they're talking about when they have no idea what they're talking about. People who say things like all the cities in the US are oversaturated with Uber drivers. My question to that person is, do you drive in any US city? Much less all of them. You probably haven't driven in one US city, and you certainly haven't driven in all of the US cities. So how do you know that? You're just making that up. You're just pulling that out of thin air. Another popular one is people say, you can't make that kind of money in fares. You can't make $20 an hour or $30 or $40 or $50 an hour in fares. Drivers in my city average $7 or $10 or $12 or $15 or whatever the number it is that they use. And my question to you is, where do you get that number? Where are you getting that number? Because you're not getting it from drivers, because drivers don't report their average hourly earnings to anyone. They're not reporting it to you. They're not reporting it to the local Uber office or Lyft office. Rideshare drivers are not reporting what they make on average to anybody. So you're just getting that from somebody that doesn't drive, trying to come up with fake numbers as to what drivers are making, or you're getting it from drivers who are not doing well, who are making YouTube videos and complaining about what they make because they're not doing well. There's a whole host of reasons why they could be not doing well in terms of their earnings. So where are you getting that number from? You're just pulling that out of thin air. You're just making that shit up. Because the reality is, you don't know what drivers are making unless they tell you. And most of the people who are making those kind of statements, they don't drive rideshare. So they're not talking to rideshare drivers. Or the rideshare drivers that they're talking to are people that do 2 to 10 trips a week or a month and don't know how this business goes. So stop making stuff up. The next one is, you can't make that kind of money in tips. You know, I have people tell me, oh, you can't make over $50 in a day in tips. That's ridiculous. That's insane. You're an idiot. You're a liar. You're delusional. Those are the kind of comments that they leave, right? Whereas for a driver like me, and I know several other drivers, I've pulled in over $50 in one day easily in tips many, many times. My highest tip count so far on a single shift of driving was done in 4.5 hours. I made $118 in tips. Now, when you say you can't do that, I actually have the proof. I've posted it on my vlog, and I've posted it on my Instagram and my YouTube, right? So I actually show that I did it. So don't tell me I can't do it. You might not be able to do it, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So that's another thing. When people are telling you what you can and can't do, just use common sense. Like, are they doing it? You know, I have people that tell me that I can't make good money driving rideshare. Those people don't drive rideshare, so I don't listen to them. I've had people try to drive rideshare, but let me tell you something. If you haven't done 500 trips, you haven't even tried. Straight up, if you haven't done 500 trips, 500 is nothing. It's nothing. You could do 500 trips in under a month part-time. Or you could do it, you know, in 6 months, or you could do it in 3 months, or you could do it, if you're like me, you could do it in 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks. So, if you haven't done at least minimum between 300 and 500 trips, you didn't try rideshare, because that's not even enough to learn the business. You didn't learn your market. You don't know what kind of fares and tips you can make, because you didn't even put in a consistent effort. You didn't try this business. You just stuck your toe in the water. It's like saying that I can't swim, right? Because you stuck your toe in the water, and the water was cold at first. So you didn't even go in the pool. You ain't even attempt to swim, and you're telling me I can't swim, because when you stuck your toe in the water, it was a little uncomfortable for you. So you decided not to go in the pool. That's what it is for somebody that ain't done 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 plus trips like I have, to tell me what I can and can't do in rideshare, or to tell other people what they can and can't do. Excuse me. So if you have people telling you rideshare drivers don't make good money, or you can't make $20 an hour, or you can't bring home $50, $60, $70 a day in tips, ask yourself this: are they doing it? Have they really given it a shot? If they haven't, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. I grew up playing basketball. I was a really, really good basketball player. I played street basketball. I played basketball at school. I played basketball against college players and against pro players on a pro-am level. I used to shoot thousands of jump shots a day, right? Thousands. Because skill is developed through technique, practiced and implemented through repetition. You develop something called muscle memory. You learn the proper technique, and then you do it over and over and over again until you master it, until you become a pro at it, until you become an expert at it, right? So it's like somebody telling me that I can't make 5 free throws out of 10. It's like somebody telling me you can't make 5 free throws out of 10 consistently. They don't know. I shoot over 90% from the free throw line. Over 90%, right? That's easy to me. Sometimes I can shoot 95%. Sometimes if I shoot 10 free throws, I might make all 10 of them, right? But this person is talking, they don't play basketball. They didn't put in the time. They didn't put in the effort. They didn't put in the repetition. They didn't learn the technique. So when they go up and attempt to shoot 10 free throws, they might make 1 or 2. So because they make 1 or 2, they're telling me and they're telling you, you can't make 5. Meanwhile, I'm making 9 or 10. So I just want to tell all y'all out there, when you read the comments of my videos, your videos, or anybody's videos out there, if you have somebody telling you, you can't do that, people don't do that, the average is this, statistically it's that, those people have no idea what they're talking about. They don't do it themselves. They don't spend a lot of time around people that do. They're not hanging with people that are doing it successfully, and they don't have the real numbers. Because real people like me ain't reporting what I make average per hour to people like them. So I just want to tell you, haters are always going to have something to say, right? I don't listen to them because I already know as soon as they type what they type, they don't know what they're talking about. I know what I'm talking about because I do this day in and day out, every day. So if you're thinking about becoming a rideshare driver, whether you want to drive for Uber or you want to drive for Lyft or you want to drive for another company, don't listen to people who are not doing it successfully. That's how you can quickly be unsuccessful at what you want to do. Listen to people who are not successful doing what you want to do, and you will be unsuccessful. the quickest path to be successful at something that you want to do is listen to people who are already doing that and have been doing that for a while successfully. Drivers like me have no problem making over $20 an hour driving rideshare. Drivers like me have no problem making $50 to $100 in 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of driving. No problem. That's not hard. Drivers like me have no problem making $1,000 a week from driving. I'm not talking about referral bonuses, from driving. Drivers like me get paid referral bonuses and help other drivers all around the country, from San Diego to Boston, from LA to New York, from Miami to Seattle, Chicago to Dallas, everywhere in between. I help drivers because I'm actually doing this every day, right? So that's why I laugh at the haters, because they're just making stuff up, like pulling numbers out the air and saying you can't do it. No, you can't do it because you decided you couldn't do it. I can do it because I do it every day. I know how to do it. So that's what I say to the haters. What I say to people who are curious, people who are interested, and people who believe in themselves and their ability to take the apps that Uber and Lyft provide and be able to turn those apps into serious income, listen to people like me. If you want to get started driving, both companies provide incentives for you to sign up through existing drivers like me. My links are below. Use the links or my referral codes below and you will get a cash bonus or cash guarantee that you can earn when you start driving. So don't listen to haters. Don't listen to people that are unsuccessful at what you want to do. If you want to do this, this can work for you. It can work part-time, it can work full-time, it can work overtime, it can work however you want it to work. It can work once a month and it can work 1,000 times a month if you make it work. And if you have questions, if you're already driving and it's not working for you, what you need to do is talk to some drivers that it is working for and figure out what you're doing wrong, instead of telling drivers like me. Like, I have drivers that tell me, I wait 2 hours at the airport for a $6 fare and then drive back to the airport and have to wait another 2 hours for another fare. That's stupid. Like, that's not smart. That's not how you make money in this business. I don't do that. Drivers that make money don't do that, because you only make money when you got passengers in your car. So don't listen to people that don't know what they're doing, that are doing it unsuccessfully, and that are not making money as a result. Listen to people that are making money, that have figured out the business, that have set up multiple streams of income in the business, so that you can be successful. So that's my word to the wise for the day. This is Rideshare Daily. I am Elliot, your San Antonio Rideshare Pro. And like I said, if you look in the description, you'll find my links. You'll find my referral codes if you're a new driver signing up. If you sign up with me and you got questions, you need help getting started, or you want to know how the business goes, just contact me. If you haven't already subscribed, this is Rideshare Daily. In the month of September, I will be posting every day, and we're going to get into some more detail in the nitty-gritty of this business. So subscribe below, share, like, comment, let me know what you think. Peace.